caught you eating too. So, you done?
Mm-hmm. Are we finished or are we done?
I'm gonna pick at it. I'm good.
Yeah, you know. So welcome to another edition of the Barely Watching Podcast. I go by the name of Cobra Karate, sipping on the motherfucking Coke. And I ain't no joke.
Yeah, and it's your man D-Mobile across the global. Today I got a flask for Christmas. And I put some Captain Morgan in it, and I will be sipping on this periodically throughout the podcast.
That's great. It's your girl, the one and only K.I. Double. I have water, still trying to stay hydrated, you know, keep the vitamin C, keep taking my vitamins and getting better. So water to start, that's it. That's all I got for you.
I love the way how every time we do this, she's on here like she's caught off guard. Like she didn't know we had to do this shit today. Like right now she's eating, ironing clothes, fucking doing taxes. Like, oh, y'all done caught me off guard. Like, you knew the fuck we had to do this.
I just had to eat real quick before we started recording. I'm good. I just need to get something in me. I'm ready.
Right.
Hey, listen. Shit, I ate 2 slices of pizza during the pod, so shit. I don't give a fuck. When you gotta eat, you gotta eat.
I'm cooking dinner, as a matter of fact.
Speaking of dinner, you guys, I made the best Christmas dinner. I had a pescatarian Christmas because I don't eat meat. So I made some really good, I want to say Cajun glazed salmon. I made a seafood dressing, so no meat. I used vegetable broth. I used crab meat. I did a crab broil. I made some rice, some baked macaroni and cheese, some green beans and potatoes. Like literally the best meal ever. It was so good. My leftovers was bomb. I'm so proud of myself. I can't wait to cook for y'all. Send some y'all. But it was good. How was your Christmas dinner, Kylie? What'd you eat?
I mean, we ate we ate baked macaroni, had the turkey, what else? Had some Spanish rice, what else? Had the kielbasa, what else? Oh, so we had made some shredded jerk chicken, some shredded baked garlic chicken. What else? A few things. We didn't get too crazy. I had to work that night. We do Christmas Eve, so
yeah.
Yeah. So I had to work that night, and I had to work Christmas night too. So
yeah, African.
Hey, someone got to do it.
So when do you open the gifts with your kids if you have to work? That sucks.
I came home in the morning. I worked in the morning, so 7:00 they waited for me. I bought them, Dunkin's. I bought them, a dozen donuts and hot chocolate and shit like that. So
that's cool. I'm glad. So your kids had a good Christmas.
Had a good Christmas.
Good. That's a blessing. How about you, Demario? What was on your dinner menu? How was your Christmas?
For Christmas, I mostly cried. I didn't really have a Christmas dinner. My Pittsburgh family, they do Christmas Eve because they're Puerto Rican. So I was over there on Christmas Eve, and that was pretty cool. But for Christmas Day, I rewatched Sopranos and cried mostly.
Wow. Well, I'm glad you had a good Christmas. Tears are good.
It was cool.
And relaxing.
I haven't cried in a long time, so it was cool.
That's good. And then I'm pretty sure Sopranos were good, so that made you laugh a little bit.
What?
The Sopranos were good, so I'm pretty sure that made you laugh a little bit.
No, I'm starting to realize how unawesome The Sopranos was.
Oh, wow.
Upon my rewatching of it. For whatever reason, Tony Soprano breathes through his nose, and he breathes like that. I'm about to blow a booger out type breathing, and I can't take it. Like I'm watching it, I have to turn it down whenever he talks. Because
you didn't know that?
I'm like, yo, what is he doing? What?
I've never seen it.
Everybody who talks like that, right? Everybody who talks like that talks like breathing very hard, like breathing out the nose and shit. It reminds me of a friend of ours from way back in the day. their aunt used to eat and fucking talk through their nose. Like they're always trying to breathe something like no. And it just reminded me of that. Everybody who talks like that, who talks and breathes through their nose at the same time, it reminds me of her.
Yo, Tony Soprano is every time he talks, I'm afraid that a booger's about to fly out. Like
I gotta watch it. I never.
He's like blowing like steam out of his nose when he speaks, and I just can't take it. And then Meadow is such a fucking spoiled brat, and Anthony Jr. is the dumbest motherfucker on earth, and Carmela is stupid, and you want her to shut up. Like you hate everybody. The only person on the show that you don't hate is motherfucking Paulie Walnuts.
Paulie Walnuts. I knew he was gonna say that. I knew he was gonna say Paulie.
He's probably the worst person on the show as far as morally, but he is the most entertaining, funny character on that show. Period.
Now, when you said like as far as like it aging well, do you think it aged well?
Actually, yeah, I think it aged pretty well because there's a lot of political correctness issues that they attack on that show that right now are topics. And I was like, wow, that's really kind of ahead of its time on some of that stuff. Like, you know, they're on like gay issues, discrimination issues, racism, like those things are talked about in that show. And it's like stuff that right now is like really hot button stuff. And I thought rewatching it that I would be like, ugh, but they actually kind of handle it pretty well, in my opinion.
That's pretty cool. So I have a question. I know that we're planning on talking about Coming to America in the trailer. And since you just talked about The Sopranos and how it ages well, what makes something a classic? And I asked that because they played Coming to America 1 like 5 times in a row on VH1. And we probably sat here and watched it like 3 times and wasn't like over it. Like each time that we watched it, and it was in a row. So we were like, you know, this movie's a classic and you can watch it over and over and it never, so like, you know, there's always something else you find. There's always something else you laugh at. There's always something like you catch, you know, there's like little things. So what makes it a classic? Because I've never seen Sopranos, but I heard great.
Something, well, for me, one of the major things as far as what makes something a classic for me is that something I could watch over and over and over again without getting tired of it. That's one thing for me. Because a lot of things I could watch 1 or 2 times and I'm okay with not watching it ever again. Mm-hmm. But if something that when it comes on and I watch this maybe 1,000 times and I still can't, I still don't have enough balls to change it to something else, that's one of the major things that makes it a classic for me.
So for me, it's a little bit different because I love film. I love movies. I watch movies and I fall in love with the characters and I just love it, right? So for me, it's more of when the general public can't get enough of a movie, I consider it a classic because there's something in it that touched people that makes them want to keep coming back. You know, like
So what? Classic?
Huh?
No, I was saying, what are some classics? Go ahead.
Like for instance, I'm submitting the first Fast and the Furious movie for classic status.
Just of course. That's a no-brainer.
Just the first one.
Yep.
Because there's something about that movie that you love the characters in it. You want to watch it again. Every time Jesse gets gunned down by the Asian dudes, you're like, no, Jesse, no. Like,
so. And when something else creates something that basically that gets embedded, that creates its own culture. Something that creates its own movement. Like for instance, you talk about Fast and the Furious. That shit created a culture or shed light on a culture that a lot of people didn't know about.
Hell yeah.
Now, you know what I'm saying? And now everybody wants to be a part of that culture or take some type of stock into that culture. For instance, you have Marvel. Marvel's always been there's some Marvel movies that'll always be classics. Like no matter what, if it's attached to it, just the name alone, just because that Marvel imprint is attached to it, people are gonna watch it regardless because of the name is classic in itself.
Right.
You know, as far as what it does. But like for me, another classic for me, The Wire. The Wire is a classic. I'm saying The Wire is a classic for me because it certain elements of the show brings me back to certain periods of our time when we was doing crazy shit that related to that. You know what I'm saying? Or a simple, like certain things, certain situations come up like, damn, I was just, y'all, that shit just happened, or I remember something similar to it. It creates a classic moment. So The Wire's always classic.
Yeah.
Always classic.
Okay. That's hot.
Whoop, shit.
I mean, but a lot of things will be subjective. A lot of things could be subjective.
So that's the thing. That's the thing about classic status. I think that you could consider something a classic, but I won't consider it a classic unless enough people agree with me. That's the way I feel about it. Like, I feel like in order for it to be classic, it has to touch enough people. Because for me, I can look at something and be like, oh, I love this, but do I just love it? If it doesn't touch enough people, for me, I'm not gonna call it classic.
But then
is Kirkland a classic?
Absolutely.
Crooklyn's a classic. Crooklyn's a classic, but it comes to a point where there's two types of classics. There's
why Crooklyn is a classic?
Why?
Because I know Pideha.
My pussy clean.
So if you can quote lines from it and people know it, classic.
Classic. But also, that's not to get
also for the culture though, because would that be considered a classic in worldwide for white communities?
Classic doesn't have to cross cultures. It can be classic in this genre. For instance, Fast and the Furious. Fast and the Furious is classic in a genre like I don't know, action or whatever. It's classic that genre. You know what I mean?
Yep. I got you.
Well, that also breaks it down to cult classics. You could say, things that don't spread all over, but embedded in a certain culture that makes it cult classics. You got certain.
So what does a cult classic mean, though? I never really understood that phrase.
A cult classic, something that who's looking for? I don't know. Something that that a good majority of people like. Something that's not for everybody, but there's a certain group of people that live by that love that
like an acquired taste.
Huh? Yeah. Basically acquired taste. Like something that doesn't cross all genres, but a particular genre, and enough people are in a part of that genre will probably consider that a cult classic.
You say genre one more fucking time, bro.
Genre.
You said it like 8 times.
Genre. Get out. I gotta get the dog. Get.
I'm gonna name my first daughter Genre.
He still didn't know her. He ain't gonna say her name right. You're like, get over here, baby G.
No, it wasn't even that he said it wrong. He said it right, and then he said it again and said it wrong. Then he said it again and said it right. Then he said it again and said it wrong. Like, nigga, just stop saying it.
Know what he talking about. You know what he talking about. You know what he
Man, shit, damn right, you know what the fuck I'm talking about, nigga. Genre, it don't matter. You know what it is.
All of them bitches.
all
of them hoes.
all of them can get it. You know what I'm saying? But yeah. So, so we can get into it. Talking about classics, movies, and everything like that. Have y'all seen
scratch tickets so y'all know?
Okay. So, have y'all seen the trailer to Coming to America 2?
Yes. And I was surprised because I was expecting it to be shit. And the trailer I saw actually looked funny. Now, I'm not saying anything past that. The trailer looked funny, and I was like, whew, you know what I'm saying? So
for me, I'm a little afraid.
Yeah.
Even though the trailer does make it look good, I just hope they don't get caught up on rehashing old jokes. Trying to catch fucking thunder in a bottle 2 times.
Lightning.
You know what the fuck, but you still know what I'm talking about, though. You still know what I'm talking about.
I know what you're talking about.
God damn it. I'm a little afraid. Because yes, you had to have the barbershop, the barbershop scene.
You have to.
Even though technically,
them niggas should be dead.
they're physically
That's what I said. That's the first thing I said. That was the first thing I said. I said, why are they still alive?
And that scene scared me. But the thing is, I'm okay with it. But I just hope they don't force the funny in it. I pray to God, I hope they don't force the funny in it.
That's the problem. Eddie Murphy is naturally funny. Arsenio Hall is naturally funny. When you try to be funny, that shit ain't funny. So if they just go in there and just fuck around, it's gonna be hilarious. But if they're like, yo, we gotta kill him, it ain't gonna be funny.
But the thing is, you can go around and say, yeah, they can fuck around, but sometimes there is a thing I'm saying there isn't such a thing as fucking around too much and fucking it up. When you add too much sauce to the shit, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes you don't want that.
Why you gotta be like that?
Huh?
Why you gotta be like that?
Why
do you always have to take the opposite of whatever a motherfucker say?
What are you talking about?
Why do you always do that?
Why?
I'm about to call Swan. Hey
Why?
Siri, FaceTime Swan. Why you always gotta do that?
I'm making a FaceTime.
Do what?
Like you always just gotta take the opposite of what a motherfucker said.
I'm just saying. I can't be
Always.
objective. I can't be objective.
No, there was no reason. I made a very good point. There's no reason to take the counterpoint to it.
What are you talking about? So basically saying, fuck my opinion and how I feel.
Yes, fuck your opinion. Yo, we're recording a podcast. We're recording a podcast, and your man feels the fucking need to always take the opposite of what a motherfucker says. Always. Like, yo, what's wrong with your man?
This is not phone a friend.
Does that.
Yo, I said the new Coming to America movie would be funny as long as these niggas don't try too hard. So he goes, oh, well, they could just try. If they don't try hard, it could not work.
Wait, say that one more time.
So I said the new Coming to America movie would be funny if Eddie and Arsenio don't try too hard.
Mm-hmm.
So naturally he go, oh, but they gotta try hard enough though, because if they don't try hard.
First of all,
listen, Kylie's the type that it can be sunny as hell out, and he'd be like, yo, it's cloudy. He'd be like, yo, if you don't.
Just because somebody said it was sunny. If you didn't say it, it's cool, it's sunny. But if somebody says it, well, no, you can't really say that because in some cultures, like, get the fuck out of here.
You see, what happened was, with the medical article,
Get the fuck out of here.
you done? That nigga's done?
Yo, Swan, I'm gonna call you back, Swan. I'm sorry. All right.
Next time you fuck up, he can phone a friend to Mario.
What? What?
Nigga, nah, you full of shit. Cause first of all, yo, it's true though. Everything I'm saying is true. It's like, yo, motherfuckers can overdo the funny sometimes and not make it funny.
That's what I said.
Huh?
That's what I said.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did.
Yes,
I said as long as they don't go too hard and try too hard.
Nigga, you said if they didn't say, you said you hope they just go and not try to be funny, because when they try to push the funny too much, then it can fuck up.
Sure, that's a summary of what I said. Sure.
Anyways,
Well, I thought it was pretty funny. I'm a movie. I did feel like I'm a little confused on how that ties in. So I'm
say that again.
see it. There were some parts that I was a little confused how it ties in, like Tiana Taylor with the guns. I want to see.
Oh, well, I read about it. Do you want to hear what I read?
Not really, because sometimes you be having the instant scoop and you kill it for me. But go ahead.
Yeah,
Other people
that's
might-
why I asked, because
Yeah, no, I don't want it to kill it for me.
But so here's the thing. I think that whenever you see an old school comedian come back later, I feel like they try to be funny and the shit gets corny. And I'm scared that they're gonna do that. That's all I'm saying.
Wait, didn't he do Dolomite? And Dolomite was funny. He did Dolomite, right?
Yeah, but
Yeah.
so the thing about Dolomite is it's almost impossible to not be funny doing that shit. 'Cause that shit is Eddie Murphy playing Dolomite. It just makes you laugh just thinking about it.
So I don't know. I think he'll be fine. Let's hope. Let's hope they don't rush it.
One
Let's hope
thing-
they don't do classic. Part 2, they had enough time. We all agree. I'm glad we all agree the old men should have been gone. Because that was my first question was like, why are they still alive? And then they look the same. And then they're laughing at me. They're like, oh, that's Eddie Murphy. I'm like, Nick, I know who's playing the character. I'm just saying, like, it's 20 years later and they still look like they 80. Like, why don't they at least look 100 or something?
But at the same time, it's a silly ass movie. So they could come back 50 years later and still have the niggas alive.
Yeah.
And that
It's
would
like-
be funny.
Yeah.
Like, yo, these niggas still alive talking shit in the barbershop. That's funny.
I think it's going to be funny.
Um,
Because the movie
I
Life
think-
was funny. I didn't expect shit from that.
Yo, and that's the thing I don't understand. I don't understand how people can say Life was funny. Life makes me sad.
Yeah, but it also makes you laugh.
Well, yeah, just like life. Mm.
Did it just drop? Message?
Another classic movie.
I was gonna say another classic. Classics all day. Menace to Society.
Hmm?
Don't be a menace.
No, but I do think they might end up saying something about that in the movie. Say
About what?
something
Yeah.
them what you call it, the barbers being old and still being alive.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they're definitely gonna.
You gotta recognize it because they're dumb. So you gotta let's just call it where we at with it.
Yeah, you definitely gotta acknowledge that.
But yeah, I'm definitely here for it. I'm definitely. Oh, actually, it's supposed to come out. It was supposed to come out December 18th on Amazon Prime.
Mm-hmm.
But with the COVID shit and everything like that, they actually pushed it back to March.
So speaking of things coming out, did y'all watch the Wonder Woman shit?
I didn't. I saw the reviews and it scared me. Saw the reviews, saw the comments, and yeah, it kind of scared me. So I was like, yo, you know what? I'm gonna wait. I might do it tonight, but yeah,
We gonna wait.
I'm gonna wait.
Mm.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
wait.
Now, I'm
not gonna
excited for
say nothing.
WandaVision.
What happened?
I said I'm excited for WandaVision.
Yeah, that's like January 15th, I believe.
Yeah, I'm waiting for that.
Yeah, I'm fucking with that. And for all my Star Wars niggas out there, they got like 6 Star Wars shows that's coming to Disney Plus this year. So I mean, in the next couple years. So Mazel Tov.
I seen that. Yeah, I seen that lineup too, and I'm definitely can't wait for new Marvel shit to come out too. And they got the Falcon and Winter Soldier shit coming up too, right? On Disney.
Yep.
Yeah. That's gonna be
Here's my shit about that.
right?
Here's my shit about that. How's Falcon gonna be Captain America when he ain't no super soldier? He's just a nigga with gadgets.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like that. They need to give that nigga a shot and make him have superpowers.
They could. They easily.
Speaking of superpowers.
Okay.
Perfect stuff. Go ahead.
Segue. Anybody get their powers on December 21st? Anybody feel a little different like me? Because I definitely feel like I got
I masturbated on that day and I was really good.
them. Who
I was like superpower masturbating.
told you that you were good though? Like
What?
who told you that you were good?
My neighbors downstairs, they called me.
Oh, okay.
They were like, hey, you did a really great job from what I can hear.
I was trying to see if anything was different. Yeah,
Nothing.
just nothing. It's nothing. I was hoping for something, manipulate time or X-ray vision, see if motherfucker was lying. You know what I'm saying? I took both my hands and ask my middle child who drank all the soda, you know what I'm saying? And he said it wasn't me, so I put my hands to his temples to see if I could read his mind, see if he was lying. Still couldn't do it. Couldn't figure it out. So superpowers definitely wasn't there.
You're raising them kids wrong. You need to teach them to rat each other out.
Nah.
Yo, me and my brother never once ratted each other out. Not ever, ever, never. Never. It was always me against him until the parents got involved. Then it was us against them. It was like, yo, what did they do? I don't know what you're talking about. They didn't get shit to me. I'm sitting there bleeding.
Bleed.
He did shit to me. Oh, what this?
How you get this knot on your head?
This is makeup. This is shit. Like, I don't know what you're talking about. You don't know how many times me and my brother in there tussling, not fighting. We never really hit each other. In there tussling. And my mom like, what y'all in there doing? And both of us, nothing.
Nah, see, I was a little snitch, but then I would get hit with the snitches get stitches and left in ditches. So I was told to stop.
I was a little snitch, she says. That's the way to start off the conversation.
Nothing was funny.
I used to be like, Daddy, they did this, Mom, they did this. And they're like, why you always coming here telling? I'm like, because aren't you guys adults? Shouldn't you guys go do something about them beating on me in the other room? No, in there. And then I told on all the kids.
We never told, and it was never anything that was like beat into us or told. Like our parents were never like, "Oh, why you snitching on your brother?" It was just understood. Like, nah, man, fuck them. Like, it's us. Fuck the parents. Fuck the parents.
Nothing's funnier than eavesdropping on my kids and they're arguing about something and everything like that, and they go, "Well, if you don't do this, I'm gonna tell Dad that you did this." Well, I'll tell him that you did this. And I'm over here hearing like, okay. And I'm like, did what? Did what? They go, nothing, forget it. That was something a long time ago. Oh, nothing, forget it. I'm like, oh, okay. Okay, just wanted to make sure. Everything. But yeah, it's mad funny. Now, they don't be telling on each other, but sometimes they do. Sometimes the oldest will throw the middle one under the bus and act like he's innocent and shit. Niggas be like, oh, word? But what about when you did this? Oh, see, that was different. Nah. Yeah, so. Yeah. There's definitely something there. But, I mean, if you could have a superpower, what superpower would it be?
I would definitely want the power to read thoughts. Nothing else. Everything else, it comes with great responsibility. But I don't want responsibility.
So there's the power of reading thoughts.
Huh?
I don't ever read people's thoughts. People think some crazy shit. You imagine hearing what people are actually thinking in their head. People say some real crazy shit. So imagine what they think. Hopefully some people think before it comes out. Hell no, I don't want to know people's thoughts. That's too much. Did you win?
It looks like I got $5.
You won $5. That's what's up. I don't know. Your superpower would be Kylie. Oh, he looks frozen. Mario.
Mine.
You fucking up, Kylie.
John's ageless. $10.
$10. Winner.
Hold up. Yeah, mine probably be like manipulating time. I could go back in time a day, and I could go forward a time a day. And yeah, I would do that shit. And that's it. And just manipulate time. So that way I could change a lot of shit if I want to. I could fuck up some shit if I want to. You know? All I know is that I will be the richest motherfucker on earth. I'll tell you that shit.
From going back in time a day?
Nigga, hell yeah.
He can go ahead. He can go ahead and see crazy stock trades that are about to happen, and then he can put his money in the right places. And then next thing you know, when Apple drops their new car, if you guys seen Apple's new car, here we go, Kylie already had the scoop.
Yeah, but you still got to get there, and that takes like a day.
Time.
Well,
You still
put
got
it
to
like
get
this.
there.
I still put like this. Yeah, but I'm not even worried about that. I'm saying like, I could jump forward ahead and be like, okay, this is gonna be the stock. This stock went for this stock went for that, whatever. Boom. I can go back, change the shit, whatever. I could also look at lottery and everything, all these different contests and everything like that, or picking whatever and everything like that. There's so much you can.
If I can read people's thoughts, man, I fuck around and get all the hoes.
What does it have to do with life? That's all you want is hoes out of life?
What else is there?
Whoa, it's so much.
Really?
I don't even know if it's a superpower, so I don't know, but I want the power of manifestation. So
What does that mean?
Yeah, seriously.
Both of you guys, to be able to speak my thoughts into existence, my powerful, positive thoughts into existence.
So that's dangerous though, because what happens when you accidentally manifest a fucking dragon?
I'm not thinking about dragons. So
You ain't ever thought about a dragon?
No. Unicorns. I'm not thinking about dragons. I think about dinosaurs.
That's kind of like the power that the girl had on the Umbrella Academy.
Yeah.
How she kind of says something. She goes, "Oh, I heard a rumor," and then she says whatever, and then it makes that person do that, whatever. Everything, yeah. That's kind of it. Yeah.
That's dangerous.
That is very dangerous.
That's churlish, okay? It's churlish and irresponsible.
Yeah.
That's my superpower.
Yeah. So speaking of money, what's up with the whole stimulus check situation?
So here's the thing. I see people talking shit about $600 ain't money, the government this, the government that. Motherfucker, if you feel like that, give me your $600.
Yeah.
Give it.
What is their point? Sorry, my only question. Sorry to cut everybody off and jump in. So what you're saying, Mario? What is their point to saying the $600 ain't shit? Like they're asking for more and they don't want the $600, or are they just saying $600 ain't shit? But they still gonna take it, but it ain't shit.
They're mostly trying to talk shit about the people who are excited for the $600.
Oh.
And I think that's bullshit. No. Nigga, anybody on earth, if you said, hey, here's $600, we like, word.
Yeah.
Get out of here.
Well, yeah. Nah,
unless you really got bread, you know what I mean?
See, but that's the thing.
It doesn't matter how a millionaire will, if you're handing them $600, they're gonna take $600. They don't care.
Nah, they're not. I don't think so.
You're handing me free money, and I like money. I'm gonna take $600. I don't care.
If a millionaire or a billionaire would be like, "What's the catch?" They wouldn't, you know what I mean? $600, they'd be like, "Nah, I'm good," because they would think something's behind it.
My thing is, I can't stand people like that and seeing those memes like that, like, "Oh, y'all motherfuckers worried about $600 or whatever, or you're just gonna take it and do this," or simple fact, "Oh, you're worried about the PlayStation 5." I'd take my 500 and put it on a stock, or some bullshit, some bullshit like that. I hate those memes. Like, yo, let motherfuckers just be happy on what the fuck they want to get and how they want to use. I'm saying how they want to use and spend their money. Motherfucker want to buy sneakers, or motherfucker want to buy a piece. People saying PlayStation 5 or be excited over $600. Yo, let them be. What is wrong with that?
Unless you are trying to change something. Like if you're like, yo, don't take the $600. Let's rally for more money. Then I'm like, word.
But that's all you do is hitting on the people. Like, what type of meme? What was you seeing? Were like people trying to get more, encouraging more? Let's fairness. $600 is not a lot with the world. The majority of the world being out of work for at least 6 to 10 months lately. $600 is not enough to support.
$600 ain't shit.
It's
Well,
nothing.
Right now, I have
It will
nothing
be
in my hand.
something. Yeah, exactly.
And if you put $600 in my hand, I'm happy with that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it is needing to be more than that. Like, let's be realistic. If you're doing $600,
Is that $2,000 really gonna happen?
Well, nah. They already the GOP, the Republican Party, whatever. I mean, they blocked it. They blocked it, and so they're gonna reconvene tomorrow to try to straighten it out. But my thing is, I was surprised I was surprised they blocked it after Donald Trump basically saying, "Yo, 2,000, saying, yo, American people deserve $2,000." But my thing was crazy when he started reading off the list of all the things that motherfuckers was spending, like useless spending. Motherfuckers was spending like $100 million or $1 billion or something like that for counting fish, literally counting fish. And I was just like, yo, like, do we really care if a species of fish disappears from the earth? Do we really care?
So here's my thing. Unless you are gonna try to change something, shut up about it.
That's what I'm saying. My thing is, so he was basically like, yo, I'm not signing off on this bill until your motherfuckers come back, find some way so the American people get $2,000. They tried to call him on his bluff. The House and Senate was like, nah, saying we ain't doing it. So I'm wondering what the hell else did they add in that bill to be like, nah.
Come on, man. Everybody
like,
knows that was Trump's last fuck you to the Democrats or to the government or whatever. That was Trump's last fuck you. He was like, I'm going to come out and say the people need $2,000 because I know you motherfuckers ain't going to do it, but it makes me look dope and y'all look whack. That's all.
He said, yep. He's like, nope, I want to. I'm not signing for $2,000. He's going to ask for more.
But
he's just trying to control the narrative and keep more time and try to stay in charge of everything.
Nah, I don't think he's trying to stay. I don't think Trump really wants to be the head nigger in charge. I think he just wants to look like an ill nigger. Like, I think he wants it to look like he's dope. He wants to walk away and say, hey, I tried to get y'all the bread, but they wouldn't let me do it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
No, the thing is that
he's gonna keep playing with it. He's gonna keep being like, that falls more on him.
No, but that falls more on him because he's a Republican, and so the Republicans basically run the House of Senate, the Senate. So basically, the Democrat side, like the Democrats, the House of Congress, the Democrats own. So they wrote up the bill saying, okay, Trump, this is what you want to do. Since it's your people that's always rejecting every bill and blocking every bill, fine, we're gonna do what you say, and we sent it off to them. So now they're rejecting it and everything like that. Where Trump could easily say, yo, y'all motherfuckers need to pass this shit and get this shit straightened. But now that the Senate's basically saying, nah, we don't want to do it, it's just like, yo, but your leader, Trump, said pass the shit, but y'all motherfuckers ain't passing this. So what's up now? So it makes him look even more dumber than what it is.
What? How does it make him look dumber? I don't get it.
Because the Senate is basically Republican. Like, the Republicans run the Senate.
The Republic, the Senate, the Jedi, the Sith. Are we talking about Star Wars? Because if we are, then I'm more interested.
Nigga, like I said, the Senate is ran
raisins.
by the Republicans. The Senate's ran by the Republicans. Donald Trump's a Republican. All right? The House of Congress.
Is Donald Trump a Sith Lord?
Yes.
Okay, go. Keep going.
So the Democrats, Pelosi. That's Pelosi and those people. The motherfuckers with them, I'm saying the motherfuckers with the kente cloths kneeling down, you know what I'm saying? That's the Congress, House of Congress.
So is Pelosi a Jedi?
No.
She's more like a rebel?
Yes.
Okay. Got it.
Yes.
Keep going.
she acts like she's part of the Jedi's,
Yeah.
but always a hidden agenda.
Yeah. Basically like a rebel leader. Go, I get it.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, yeah. So you know what I'm saying? So they was like, okay, so this is what we're gonna come up with. Since this is what you wanted and everything like that, we're gonna agree to that and give you this. Now the Empire is like, nah. You know what I'm saying? I'm saying nah. The Sith, even though the Sith Lord said that shit, there's something about this shit that's going on we ain't really fucking with. So nah, we ain't gonna do that. You know what I'm saying? So now it's up to the Sith Lord to see what he got to say.
That strangely makes sense to me.
You know what I'm saying? So
well done.
So yeah, we're gonna see. So we are gonna
see that.
Okay, there you go. Then why I feel like you drinking the Flash, you gotta have some type of white or grays in your beard.
He got some right there though. He got a little bit right here. Yeah,
Like,
check it out. You know what? I like when men let their gray flourish. It looks really nice. I'm doing an event next week. Oh, it'll be after the podcast next week, so we can talk about it. But I'm doing an event next Saturday. It's a bearded event, Demario and Kylie. I'll tell y'all some stuff.
I shaved my shit down because it was getting. I'm trying to make it connect here, so I shaved my shit down.
Now my shit don't even connect, and my shit is so itchy.
Let's not talk about your shit. Your shit makes me sad.
Yeah, I can't even.
If I find some shit for you, because it's a black event thing I'm doing a vendor event, so I'm doing some other stuff there.
Yeah, see if you can find something right here.
I'll send you guys some stuff, but it's a bearded event I'm doing. It's some black thing, so yeah, I'll send you guys some stuff if it's something like natural.
I don't care. I don't really care for a beard though. I really don't.
Yeah, you're not a beard. You're not a beard type.
Clear it up so it doesn't itch you though. It probably sucks to itch your face.
Yeah, I don't really.
And look, women love the beard. Okay, they love to play with it. They like the beard with the lips. They like that shit. They like the beard in the coochie. They like you do it like that. They love it.
They love all that.
They love it.
You know, I seen a meme that said that Keith, stop telling niggas that eating pussy grows beard. It's not. He was mad.
Yo, listen.
He doesn't have a beard. He's been eating a lot of pussy and it's not working for him.
I used to think that was true, and I used to try to rub this part, especially like because when you're in there, I used to try to go and try to make it connect, and that ain't true.
Did you throw up the rock?
When you're in there, you know, when you're in there, and sometimes you go around the corner, but yeah.
Oh my god.
Nah, man,
so
that
not help grow your beard, guys. Do we know that?
Yeah, that's not true. It doesn't work.
Definitely doesn't. Because that case, they'd be like, God damn, Kyle, you need more. Because I'm saying this be falling on my chin, I guess. I don't know.
Because if that was true, I'd have hair on my forehead.
This thing's like.
Because yeah,
Throw it up.
That's like.
Oh my god, I hate you guys.
But yes, I know we talked about, so I know earlier, we talked about everybody had a good Christmas and everything, but is it me or do you guys see on Facebook, social media, whatever, that people have these silent contests or competition between themselves, their families and everything like that on who had a better Christmas?
So
as far as
I can't hate on that. I do kind of hate it, but I can't hate on it because, bro, we was broke. We broke now. We was broke. In the hood, doing some fly shit and spending money was the only self-esteem we had. Mm-hmm. So when people do these Christmas flexes, while I still think it's foolish, I understand.
And
I mean,
I think that that kind of goes. Oh, go ahead, Kylie. I'll go last.
I was just saying, like, I usually don't care. I usually don't care. People do that, whatever, whatever. But my thing is just this, just probably for this year, it probably hit me more because I know people and I've seen people going through it harder now, especially like with, losing their job and everything like that. Money ain't coming in, how they're supposed to. And, they're depending on, saying the stimulus check and everything like that. And then it's just like, I know some people who weren't able to provide for their kids saying this Christmas. And that's probably like, like me as a parent, you guys probably don't realize, probably don't realize it, but the most heartbreaking thing is not being able to get your kids something for Christmas or something that they wanted, whatever. Then you go on social media, everybody posts and everything like that. Kind of makes you feel away a little bit. Not saying that this is my situation, but other people. And so I was kind of mindful of that, whatever, because I know there's some people that's going through it, whatever, can't provide. So, I was a little bit taken back by, by certain things. And I was just like, nah, I'm not even gonna post that, whatever, and also to me, it's kind of this, hey, look at me, this is what I got type shit. And I kind of hate that, to a point.
I feel you, bro, but at the same time, niggas is broke, and the only time they get to feel good about themselves is flexing on the things they do for their kids. I don't agree with it. I don't condone it, but I understand.
Mm-hmm. No, I get it. I get it. I understand because some motherfuckers work hard all year round, and they want to show everybody, what they was able to provide for their kids. I get that 100%. You know what I'm saying? I'm not, do that. But
like I see these people and they legit spoiling these kids at Christmas, like legit going broke for these kids at Christmas. I don't agree with it, but I understand.
Straight up.
I would never, I would like to believe that if I was a parent, I would never do that shit. I'd be like, you're gonna get something fly, one thing, and then the rest is gonna be like little trinkety things that you need.
Exactly.
Like I can see that, you know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
But these parents, like, they be taking pictures of the trees, and you can't see a wall behind the tree. It's just like bad presents shit. Nah, man, y'all niggas is digging a deeper hole for yourself, man.
Yup, and it's like, it gives you, it gives your kids like a false sense of entitlement, and thinking that this is what they're supposed to get, not earn, but this is what they're supposed to get. You know what I'm saying? And it puts this whole materialistic stigma on your kids to, and it gives them a false appreciation of this is what it is, and
shit that appreciates with time.
No, but but that's what it is too. You know what I'm saying? Because my mom always did that. My mom was like, yo, y'all get one big thing, and then the rest, what my money could buy after that, is what I'm gonna get y'all. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I think, Christmas is probably for rich people.
No, Christmas. I don't think it's only for rich people, but I do think that it's a little bit of both, like what both of you guys are saying. Definitely what DeMario was saying about like the whole they can flood, but he's okay with it. I think that this is the only time of year that people accept people flexing because it's Christmas and they have kids, so they're doing that. But I also see the flip side of, if they're digging themselves another hole, like if they don't really have it, they're going broke for these kids, but they're not necessarily like, people are willing to go broke for their kids, but they're not willing to stay broke to get rich for their kids, so their kids will never be broke. So all you're doing is going broke for your kids, and all you're doing is systematically teaching your kids to go broke for their kids. And that's just what we kind of have. But that's kind of like DeMario said, niggas is broke. Niggas ain't never had shit. So if there's one time a year you can get some shit, you try to get them shit on Christmas. And unfortunately, there are people, but there's always been people in unfortunate situations. It's just 2020 has been a real fucked up year for a very lot of people. But then on the flip side, it hasn't been for some people. So some people actually have it. So they can spoil their fucking kids because they have it. But we would hope that they're teaching their kids more than all of this shit. You know what I'm saying? Because then the kids are not valuing $1. Their kids are expecting this. And then one year, or this year, later on this year, they can be broke in a couple months, and not have nothing. And then their kids won't necessarily fundamentally understand that, because Kylie, like you said, they're giving them this false impression. Like, this is life. You're going to always have all of this shit. Like, no, in the blink of an eye, all of this shit can be gone. And then what did I teach you? Like, morally, do you stand on anything? Did you learn anything? Do you have any, any backbone to you, any substance? Are you just used to presents and gifts and things being given to you, whatever you want? You got a PS5, you walking around with a hoverboard, like whatever it is these crazy kids wanted, these Christian Dior's, like they wanted crazy shit. They asked for a lot of shit. A lot of kids wanted PS5s and didn't get it because people were selling PS5s for $2,000. So like niggas was not going to pay that for a kid. But then there was a lot of kids that did. And then there was a lot of people that did go broke getting their kids PS5s when they know it's like fucking $25 and they're almost going out on Section 8, and like they got other issues they got to take care of, but they bought their kids PS5. So I guess I don't know. I see both sides of it, but I feel like if 2020 was a good year for you, or if you've been in a good place, hopefully you teach your kids something more. But it's okay to flex. It's Christmas. Like I was one who got a lot but learned a lot. We gave a lot away for Christmas, so sometimes our tree would look full, but half of those presents were for all my cousins and everyone else. What I'm saying? We just had, but we gave a lot out. My mom, but we were still well taken care of because of my dad had money, so we did have Christmases. But that's not, we can't be, that's not fair for kids, like to not be able to have finer things in life because our parents can afford us finer things in life. We should not be able to have that, but you also should teach them so they're not, I guess, just kind of expecting it. But I see both sides.
No, definitely, but that's another thing too. A lot of motherfuckers don't be keeping it real too, especially when it comes to the flexing, fake flexing. You got all that motherfucking shit under your tree and everything like that, talking about, oh my God, Christmas has been great. Knowing half of those motherfucking things are not even for your kids, but they're for other people. But you're trying to make it look
that's
like
that bullshit. That's that bullshit.
That's it too. That's too. Because I remember one time under my tree, I'm like, God damn, we got a lot of shit. But then I'm like, half of this show, damn, going to Nana, going to Uncle Jamie. And I'm like,
it's funny you mentioned that. Like the Christmas of '91, I want to say, there were so many presents under my tree, you couldn't see the tree no more. And I remember as a kid looking at it like, damn, look at all that stuff. But then I didn't remember my cousin Nina and Derek, when they did Christmas with us that year. And they were at our house and they had 2 kids with them. So it was 2 families there. And my young mind didn't register that. You know what I mean? It just looked like a mountain of presents.
Yeah. We had a big family, so we always had a mountain of presents. But my mom didn't do, my sister and I were just talking about that. Like my mom didn't do the stuff of like wrapping all of our clothes individual. Our clothes, when we got up, like our clothes were laid out like over the couch. This was your set of outfits, Rakita. This was Keisha's set of outfits. You had big gifts like the bikes and stuff. They weren't wrapped. You got your big gifts the last minute. They put them out. But other presents were yours. Some presents were for kids. But again, we came from a different generation versus these kids. But these kids are asking for some big gifts and some big items, and some people are being able to afford them, and some people aren't. But I don't know. Don't flex and act like that whole tree was all that. And
exactly.
if your man got you a Michael Kors bag, post that damn Michael Kors bag because he's trying. Maybe if you had more money, you could get you something else. But don't be hating on other people, because people are hating on like girls that are getting engaged. Are like, oh, her ring is small. Who cares? He proposed to her. Why are you so like? Some people are like.
So let me ask you a question.
Let's go into it.
How much is enough for a man to spend on a ring? A second part to that question is it possible for a man to buy you a ring and you kind of be like, oh, that's nice? Is that possible?
Yes, it's possible.
Astaghfirullah, Jihafisi Bilillah, wow.
It is possible for a man to buy you a ring and for you to be like, because if a man is proposing to you, you want him to propose to you for who you are and what you like. Like I have a sister who doesn't want like a big crazy ring. So if a dude wants to propose to her with a big crazy ring, she might be like, because she just wants a little princess cut, little diamond almond. So she wants him to know that about her. So for her, it's a little deeper connection. And she might be like, to the ring. and not because like, oh, this nigga probably doesn't know me, not that it's not big enough or not small enough. You know, you should know your partner that you're proposing to and give them a ring that they would want. Don't give them your grandmother's ring because you always wanted to propose to them, or you're thinking of a ring that you want to afford because all your boys are saying your ring should be a certain way. Get them a ring that she would like. So yes, there's a way that person could say to the ring. And the first question you asked about how much should a man spend on a ring. The studies show that a man should spend up to 3 times, like 3 months of his salary. So 3 months of you save your paycheck for 3 months, save each paycheck for 3 months, and that's how much your ring should be. That's what studies show. But I say a man should propose for what he should afford. I don't think you should break the bank. Don't marry me and we're going into debt because you couldn't afford the ring. Like, I don't want to go into debt with you because you couldn't afford the ring you put on my finger. I want to know that you was able to afford it. But, you know, some men can't afford rings. Like, men can afford rings. It surprised you. Like, I've seen a $10,000 ring put on someone's hand, and you would never even think that this man was that type of man to spend 10 bands on a ring. But he had 10 bands and he spent that on a ring. And not that he didn't like look, he wasn't broke. He was like, you know, y'all like frugal, I would say.
Listen,
he's not a person you would think that'd be like, oh, I'm gonna spend 10,000. Yeah. He'd be like, hell no, 10,000 is too much for a ring. But he dropped 10 bands on a ring and proposed to someone.
Putting the amount of money that you spend on a ring, whether it be engaged, or married, whatever.
Talk to her.
Puts a price.
What?
Putting an amount on your ring or anything like that puts a price on your relationship and your worth.
Huh? All
right. It puts a price.
Put a price. But wait, I didn't put a price
Hold on.
He said how much spend, and I said I don't know what studies show is this, and then I feel like you should just afford. I don't think that. So I never put the price on it. Let's go there. So you can talk to them, but you ain't talking to her. So I never put a price on him. And then for 2, he asked me, could a girl ever say to a ring? And I said, they might want him to know them on a better level. Don't propose to me with a cotton candy ring. But for me, I'm the same way. I want you to buy me a ring that would mean something for me. You can take my grand.
Oh, damn, she froze.
I guess we didn't have enough money for her. Because what money? What money?
What money? I'm broke, baby. I'm broke, baby. Hell no, that's some bullshit. No, yo, a woman putting the amount or even criticizing the amount of how much a ring should cost is crazy to me. Because it doesn't matter if it's $200 or $200,000. Nigga, yo, it doesn't matter. Yo, you're saying, it don't matter. Because you're basically saying, nah, man. Because the love, it doesn't matter.
I feel like to some degree, the amount of money you spend matters. Because if you really serious, you'll try to spend some money. You know what I mean? If you're really serious, you try to spend some money.
Right, but what I'm saying is that
once I say if a person spends $1,000 on a ring, that shows seriousness to me, because $1,000 is a commitment.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't matter the amount they spend, because a motherfucker spend $200,000 and still fucking treat you like a piece of shit compared to the nigga spending $200 and be the most loving husband or spouse ever. So it doesn't matter on how much. If a person has that, I feel a person should spend what they have, not no 3 times of your salary and everything like that. Whatever a person has, that's how much that person should spend. Because no matter how much they give you, it doesn't justify, equate the amount of love that person has for you. That doesn't that doesn't matter. Whether if you live,
we're seeing the same thing though.
Not really.
Yeah, because I'm talking about.
Because you're basically saying the more the money a person, the more the money a person tries to squeeze out, kind of shows that they're really serious about that person.
No, that's not what I said. What
All
I
right,
said was, I feel like a person's spending $1,000 on a ring shows that they're serious. But I'm talking about an average Joe.
That's what I'm talking about.
I'm talking about if an average Joe out there who isn't crushing it, making millions, if he spends $1,000 or more on a ring, in my opinion, it shows his seriousness. It doesn't show how much he loves her or anything, in my opinion. It shows that he's serious about this commitment, because that's the amount of money shows I'm not playing around. I really mean this. This really means something. I'm really trying to do this. I'm spending this amount of money, because we were talking about the amount of money a person spends sort of matters. Sort of matters. Hold on, let me finish, Kobe. Sort of matters. Because like if I'm an average Joe pulling down between $40,000 and $70,000 a year, and I go out and I spend $500 on a ring, I don't know how serious a commitment that is for a person, because a person can spend $500 on a video game. You know what I mean? So I feel like if that person goes out and spends $1,000 or more on a ring, it shows the level of commitment they are to the idea. I don't think it has anything to do with the person or the quality of the person. I think it shows the commitment to the idea of this marriage. Like, yo, listen, I'm spending bread on this, so that I'm trying to show you I'm serious.
In some cases, and in some cases, you're right. That does matter. And in some cases, that does show the seriousness of how much this person wants to invest in this commitment.
Right.
But what I'm telling you is that, yes, it all depends on their income and everything like that. If a person, no matter if a person's spending 200 and 200,000, it doesn't equate and it doesn't show that the level, the amount of love a person will have or seriousness I'm saying a person will have for that person. They can have so many bills and everything like that and don't want to cause more debt to their situation, whatever, who knows. But depending on 200,000, it's not going to equate to the amount of love that that person's going to have for you.
Nah, not at all. Not at all. But like I'm saying, a person could be out there bullshitting and drop $500, $600, $700 on a ring. A person could be out there bullshitting and do that. My argument is, a person spending $1,000 or more, I don't know if they bullshitting for that amount of money.
Nigga, I'm gonna say like this. Yo, niggas spend 200,000 saying, yo, niggas buy their wives fucking $200,000 cars, $80,000 cars, or whatever. I'm saying whatever level it is.
I'm not. Why do you keep always do this shit? I'm not talking about a person who got bread. I'm talking about an average Joe. If an average motherfucker goes out there and spends $1,000 or more on a ring, it shows a serious. At least he's seriously thinking about what he's doing. Now you're saying, oh, a motherfucker go out there and buy a girl $200,000 car doesn't mean he love her. That's not what the fuck I'm talking about.
I'm talking about the amount. It doesn't matter their amount is what I'm saying. Motherfuckers, I'm saying, yo, if motherfuckers, I'm saying worth $1 million, they spend $100 million. It doesn't matter. So
I said the same shit when I said an average Joe could go out there and spend $500, $600, $700 on the ring, and it doesn't matter. I said the same shit. What I'm saying to you is, at certain brackets of income, certain amounts of money shows the level of seriousness you are. That's what I'm saying. And then you're saying the same thing, but you're flipping it to millions of dollars.
No. I also said motherfuckers spend $1,000 on a ring and everything like that, and it still cheat as much too. So it doesn't matter is what I'm saying. I'm saying no level. I'm saying no amount of money will equate or show how much a person loves you. It doesn't matter whether they're millionaires.
And I never said love. And I several fucking times
I said
it's not about love. I said it shows a commitment to the idea. Several times I said that. Several times. You know what? We don't got to talk about it no more. We can go on something else.
We don't.
You're right. You're right. You're right. No, you're right. Your point is valid. You make perfect sense.
I'm sorry, my Wi-Fi went out. I'm sorry. I don't know what happened. I think I got lost in connection. We back? All right. What are we talking about?
We're talking about what's the next thing on the agenda, man? Because
I don't know. I don't know. We don't have nothing.
Motherfucking naysayer.
You don't have nothing else. I don't know what else.
I'm trying to find it here.
stimulus checks, superpowers, coming to America. Christmas is for rich people. Check. What?
So yeah, so that does it for this week's episode. I
Thank
feel
you
like
for
this,
listening.
huh?
Next week we'll be into the new year. Anybody got any plans?
Resolutions?
Any resolutions?
got-
Whatever.
Surgery coming up. I got surgery.
You got surgery?
Yeah, January 20th. I got surgery coming up.
Oh man, you all right?
Yeah, now for my knee. My knee, hopefully get my knee fixed and shit. So
you back on the court, balling on these things.
Oh, I'm done. I'm done. Basketball is not for me anymore.
Oh, you gonna coach? Any of your boys play?
Nope, they don't play. They don't play. More, I don't know. I'll probably get them in the gym, boxing. I really don't. I just want them doing something active. I don't really care if they take it up.
Speaking of which, make sure you go to the size gift.
Get a boxing thing. We just got Pat a boxing thing. Get a little boxing thing. That'll be cool for the house. And then it's an exercise one. Yeah.
Well, I'm saying get them some like I got like mitts and stuff. Get them some boxing gloves. Hit the thing like that. Teach them a little things. I just don't have patience when it comes to it. I I'll sit there, I'll try, but it's just like joking around, trying to, not doing it right and everything. I'll be like, all right, cool, whatever.
Yeah, they can.
Be a coach, nigga. You gotta have patience.
Well, certain things I don't. Certain things.
You'll get into it.
Like when you know how to do something, and then it's just like, all right, do it like this. It's like I'm kind of. And then when they're my kids, I'm expecting like, okay, you guys have my genes and stuff like that. So you guys should be able to throw it like this or throw a combo like this. And yeah, I got to be mindful that this is totally new to them and they've never seen nothing like this before. So
yeah, you gotta
put them in like karate or something. Put them in karate. They maybe don't have to
No. I don't think you understand the history of this man.
They got a box.
His name is Cobra Karate. He can't put them kids in karate. He has to put them in like basket weaving or some shit. He can't put them in no kind of contact sport, okay?
No, it's like I don't know. Like I definitely I wouldn't mind them in boxing. I wouldn't mind them doing MMA. Something real life based. So just in case it comes down to it, they'll be able to handle themselves.
Demario, doesn't your brother still have the gym? I see like kids boxing. Why don't you put him in one of those?
All that shit, that still happens, yeah.
Yeah, to put him in that. I see people post it all the time. Put them in there. That'll be good.
No, it's tough.
They'll meet friends or something.
Huh?
I said they'll at least meet friends,
Yeah. It's just all about finding the time, working third shift and all that, and it's just that.
I'm not learning how to box, how to kick, how to bite. I got into my last fight when I was 13.
Are you sure
I'm
you're
not fighting no more. Right? I'm not fighting.
I was like, what's that?
Not fighting no more. Hey, if a little old lady threatens my life, she gets shot. Right? I'm not fighting no more. Fuck all that.
I mean, that's your right.
I'm tired.
You can do that.
You're right to bear arms. You have the right to bear arms.
My
I'm
wife.
not more either.
My wife.
It's in the car.
Yeah, my wife has a license, and that's what that stimulus money will go to. I'll tell you that shit. You know what I'm saying? Fuck a PlayStation 5, whatever like that. Hate to be hypocritical, but these are some trying times in this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? So, motherfucker had the right to bear arms and let them shit go too. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I'm done. Yeah, I'm definitely.
I strapped up when I went to go buy my first gun. The dude knew I wasn't ready, so he told me gave me. Listen to this story. He gave me 2 sets of bullets, Then he told me, go shoot a 9 and go shoot a 45 and see which one you like before you buy this one. So I went and shot it so he gave me the bullets for free. So I went and shot it, and I came back and I bought the one I liked.
What'd you buy?
I was a pretty girl.
Yo, that's what Demar was like. Yo, how'd you get bullets? You can't find bullets nowhere in the state. I just came home with
Nowhere, period. There's none in Pennsylvania.
Yo, he's like, where'd you get these from? I was like, I was just in the gun store. He gave them to me.
Yeah, I wish I was a pretty girl.
Whatever.
Yeah.
And they didn't have masks on in this gun store. I was a little.
Yeah, they don't have masks on in gun stores. You serious?
So I forgot my mask. So this is why I had a t-shirt in the car. So I just had a t-shirt around my face. This doesn't look good. I was like, I'm sorry.
Every gun store is owned by the same motherfucker. They're all rednecks. They don't believe in the government. They believe Corona is a hoax.
Yeah.
Yep. And man,
it was funny because when I went in there, I'm like, I'm trying to talk through the I'm trying to talk through the t-shirt, and I already talk low, so I'm like trying to ask him about guns because I realized earlier. So I'm like, explain them to me. And then I was like, I'm sorry, I have this t-shirt on. I forgot my mask. He was like, you can take it off. And I realized he didn't have one on. The other guy, I was like, oh shit. He's like, we don't care about masks. I was like, mind you, this was like July. This was July. This wasn't just recently. This was like,
that's the shit. Those motherfuckers, they're not Republicans. They're not Democrats. They don't believe in none of that shit. All they believe is come try to test my freedom, and it's motherfucking 357 in your ass.
Your ass. And it's like, yo, and I was reading too. They say, yo, for a person to be ready for quote unquote revolution, they need to have at least 3 to 5 guns, 3 to 5 guns, 3 months worth of 3 months worth of perishables like food and stuff like that. As far as for each gun, you have to have at least 1,000 rounds of ammo for each gun. The guns, it have to be a shotgun, some type of handgun, and a bolt action gun and everything like that for like hunting and shit like that. And yeah. And yeah.
No, I'm not even. I'm trying to expose nobody, but it's okay because my father has a license. Since the pandemic hit in February, my father has been buying guns, like no bullshit. And I'm like, why do you? And he's like, make sure you get a gun, baby. And I'm like, why do I need a gun? He's like, it's just gonna get real. Once people start losing money, people are going to start robbing other people. Like it's kind of how you said Christmas looked real good in a lot of houses, and a lot of houses that didn't. So all you guys posting stuff who really still in the hood, like if you ain't got a 9, half of your kid shit might be stolen because you posted all your shit, some of it. But on some real shit, like he was saying, like you need to have a gun, and he has like handguns, fucking AKs like this. I'm like, what do you need this for? He's like, watch this big one. Watch what this one do. Like 3 big ones, just a lot of them. I don't know.
Even
I got mine. He got me in check and was like, make sure you get yours. You out there in Texas. Everyone got one. So I was like, yep, they're just out here.
Yeah, even according to Killer Mike said motherfuckers should have 5 guns. He said a shotgun, AR-15 in case some shit goes down, some bolt action shit for hunting, a regular handgun to carry around, and a backup.
Yeah,
I seen DeMario ready for this. This is like a zombie apocalypse. I seen DeMario ready for this like back in like 93 or whatever. I don't know.
So there's this guy I go shooting with.
I feel like he's been ready.
This guy I go shooting with, he told me that a handgun is only supposed to protect you until you get to your real gun.
Yeah.
I was like, God damn.
Yeah. My dad's trying to get a shotgun next. My brother, he's in Boston. Like, yo, don't nobody go to his house. Run up in there. And he's a police officer. So run up and rap for whoever come up in here. License for everything.
Telling you, that's what some of the stimulus.
But you have to realize what's going on, like what's happening in this world, and like what's happening to the poor. Like it might sound cool, the poor wants to say poor, but it's gonna get real because there's people work, restaurant industry is so out of work. The hotel industry is so much out of work. Flights are out of work. Like Christmas. Strippers, nah. They moved to fans only. They're okay. Only fans.
Oh,
Yeah, they went on thing.
R.I.P. strippers.
That's
Speaking
just,
of OnlyFans, last question before we head off. Would any of you guys get an OnlyFans with your significant other, your wife,
no.
or your main one that you would want a wife, DeMario?
And
My husband or my man?
Showing our sexual exploits.
Yeah, or just
No.
just show whatever. Just you and hers activity, you and hers, interactions.
I think I can fuck with that.
No,
Kylie,
no.
you do it with your wife?
No.
Why would you not do it with your wife?
'Cause
Well,
what-
first of all, Demario, why would you get an OnlyFans with your wife? And Kylie, why would you not get an OnlyFans with your wife? Let's talk about it.
Listen, if somebody wants to see my less than average penis, then whatever. All right. If somebody wants to see me humping and sweating for about 17,
you're gonna take that money.
Hey, as long as I don't ever have to see those people, I don't know. I mean, nah, all right. Seriously, I think my issue would be if she was doing it by herself. The image is that you could have her. But if she's doing it with me, that image is not there. Like, people don't think you could have her. So then that would only be then the only issue would be for me, people seeing me and my wife get busy. And I don't know if that's that big an issue for me.
But people might still think that they can have her. They can see you as the porn, like the nigga, like you're just the nigga fucking her right now. You have her for the moment, and you might just be making money with her.
What do you mean? Oh, you mean like have her like easy have her?
No,
you mean
have her like?
I don't know, just like fantasizing about her. Like he's thinking like, oh, they're gonna look at it in the sense of, oh, this is your wife and her husband. They're not looking at you as a husband or her man or.
Yes, they are. If it's consistently, like, I watch porn, and sometimes you watch porn and there's like you see the same two people fucking in some of the porns, and you kind of go, oh, that's her husband.
Yes, they have certain channels that have like certain channels and everything like that specifically for these people or for that porn star. She'll have that same exact porn star and everything like that. They're together.
To let you know that she is not on the market. She's taken. Mm-hmm. The only thing you can ever do is watch her fuck her husband. And if that's cool with you, cool. But like some people, if they see a girl up there, in their mind, they're thinking, I can have her, either I can pay for her, or I can bump into her in a club and flirt with her and get her. And that is the attention you don't want to your significant other.
But if they see you don't think they're her?
Or unless husband.
Sorry, I was saying.
Wait,
I was asking if they see your wife without you, if they happen to bump into her at a hotel, at a parent's, at a club, you don't think that they'll try her in hopes of...
that's still going to happen. But what I'm saying is, putting it out there with just her sends the message she's on the market.
Yeah.
Which is attention you don't want. You know what I'm saying? They're still going to come at her. Even without the OnlyFans, your wife is going to get tested.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So...
So why not let her get tested for a fee, huh? Why not make her more marketable? They're already gonna try you. Let's put this pussy out here.
Now, or unless the husband's a cuckold, if the cuckold, then he doesn't mind his wife sleeping with other people as long as he can watch.
And that's some weird shit.
Very weird. That's very weird. And that's a thing too, in case you didn't know that.
I had a guy I used to work with told me that somebody else I used to work with was trying to get him to do it with her while her husband watched. I was like, yo, give me her number.
That's a little crazy. That's a little crazy for me with everything. But as far as Well, I think she froze again. But yeah, as far as me, yeah, I can't. I don't know. I don't feel comfortable of doing what me and my wife do on our most vulnerable times and situations, and putting that out there to the world like that. I don't. What happens in our bedroom stays in our bedroom. For me,
I'm weird because I kind of feel like this, what we do here, is too much exposure for my comfortability. I'm uncomfortable with bearing my soul like this. So I look at this as almost the same as that.
hell no.
I almost. I almost look at this as the same as that.
Well, do you feel vulnerable at this time?
I feel like similarly, I feel like me coming on here and putting my whatever out there on this podcast is almost as much exposure as me banging my wife on camera.
Hell no. Hell no. You
Because
make no sense.
because I don't like bearing my soul the way we do on here. I'm uncomfortable with that.
But you're the one who bears your soul all the time. You talk
I
about.
know. I know. I'm still slightly uncomfortable with it.
No, I don't think you bear your soul that much. You just having a conversation, but the simple fact that people are watching.
I'd be lying.
Nah, but like I was saying, the reason why I wouldn't do it is because I definitely don't feel comfortable doing me and my wife being at our most vulnerable and showing it to the world. Whatever intimacy we have and everything like that is, what we have, and that's behind closed doors. And I don't want to put that out there to the world,
Do you guys record each other?
Yes, we have. And one thing, I don't want people stealing my moves either. You know what I'm saying? Because I can't write them. You know what I'm saying?
You gonna hit him with something? You don't want niggas knowing that's that spot. He got
Doing all that. I don't want them to say I don't want them. I don't want them stealing my moves too. So,
audio can't wait to show these niggas his moves. It's like, I'm listening, but I hit it like this.
I got this one move where I lay there.
Lie. I stole me watching porn. I stole a few. Then watching some porn. Stole a few. I'm not gonna tell them. I'm not gonna say who. I'm saying who peoples are, but stole a few.
What about the move when you got her ankles like this, and you?
We're not gonna talk about moves. He's not gonna talk about his wife.
He's stupid.
Shut up, Mario. All right, guys. Bitch. Let's do this. Corvette. Let's do the Corvette challenge and get out of here.
What the hell's the Corvette? Oh. What the hell?
Oh, you got kids on TikTok. Don't. What's the Corvette challenge?
1, 2, 3.
Decide one of them's in there doing it right now.
Anyways, I go by the name of Cobra Karate, about to get something to eat and about to go put socks on the feet.
And it should be a D-Mobile, bogo, bloop, bloop, bloop.
And it's your girl K.I. Double. Frozen.
That Texas fucking internet.
Stupid. Anyways.
I wasn't frozen. I just sat here.
You sure?
Yeah, I heard you guys laughing. You said it's your girl. You said that fucking Texas internet. I was waiting to say black stuff.
I wasn't frozen either.
He's stupid. Fucking dumb.
Let's go. You ready?
Exactly.
We did the mannequin challenge.
Oh man.
Okay, I'm leaving. Bye, guys.
Be out of here. All right, Joe.